When the phone rings, my heart races with the possibility of hearing your voice, wondering what emotions you'll bring with just a few words. A phone call can change everything. In that single moment, all the unspoken words from my mind come alive in the conversation. I'm waiting for that call, unsure of whether it will bring joy or bring me face to face with my deepest thoughts, but hoping for clarity. With every ring, my mind dances between excitement and anxiety, wondering what the conversation might reveal about the path ahead. A phone call is a bridge between two hearts, a silent space filled with meaning, thoughts, and emotions waiting to unfold. In the silence before the phone rings, I find myself reflecting on all the emotions I've been holding inside, hoping that this call will help me make sense of it all. Every phone call is a reminder of how deeply I care and how the simplest conversation can stir a storm of feelings in the quiet corners of my mind. I don't need the answers. I just need to hear your voice, even if for a moment, to remind me that everything will be okay. I keep staring at my phone, waiting for that one call that could change my perspective, bring relief, or simply let me know you're thinking of me too. There's something magical about the sound of a phone call, especially when it's from someone who knows your heart without needing to say a word. The phone call I'm waiting for isn't just about words, it's about connection, about feeling understood in ways that text messages could never capture. When you call, it feels like time stops. Your voice is the only thing I hear, and everything else fades into the background. I feel this longing to hear from you, a phone call that might remind me that despite the distance, there's a world we share. Sometimes, all it takes is one phone call to remind me that I'm not alone in the chaos of life, and that connection is just a moment away. The phone call I'm waiting for may not solve everything, but it might bring the clarity I need to finally move forward. Every phone call is an invitation to see the world through someone else's eyes. What you say may help me make sense of the confusion I've been feeling. In that quiet space between when the phone rings and when it stops, I realize how much my emotions have been waiting for this very moment. Sometimes a simple phone call is all it takes to reset my world. It gives me the chance to share my thoughts and hear someone else's. I can't help but wonder, when I pick up the phone, will I hear laughter, comfort, or a new perspective that will shift everything I believe about this moment? The anxiety before a phone call can be overwhelming, but in the end, it's always worth it when the conversation leaves me feeling heard and understood. The most important phone call is the one that makes you feel alive, that stirs emotions in places you've long forgotten about. Waiting for a phone call feels like standing on the edge of a new chapter, full of potential, uncertainty, and hope. A phone call from you feels like the gentle touch of reassurance, reminding me that I am not alone with my thoughts and feelings. When the phone rings, it carries with it the possibility of joy, closure, and the unexpected beauty of hearing someone's voice who knows your soul. I don't need 1,000 messages, just one phone call, because sometimes hearing someone's voice is all it takes to ground you again. Each phone call feels like a doorway to something new. What you say could shift everything, make everything feel fresh again. A phone call might be small, but the impact it leaves on my heart can echo through my thoughts for hours, sometimes even days. I'm wondering what kind of call I'll receive today. One full of laughter, or one that will help me sort through the tangled feelings I've been carrying. There's a quiet excitement that builds when I see your name on the screen. A phone call holds endless possibilities for the conversation that might follow. The sound of your voice on the other end of the line makes me feel like I've finally found the clarity I've been seeking all day. When I pick up the phone, I often don't know what to expect, but I'm always ready for the emotions you might bring with your words. The anticipation before a phone call is filled with so many emotions: hope, uncertainty, excitement, and sometimes a little fear. Every phone call is a chance to connect, to let go of everything else, and to truly share a moment of understanding. A phone call from you feels like an invitation to be real, to let my guard down and finally express all the thoughts that have been locked away. There's something raw and genuine about hearing someone's voice, a phone call that cuts through all the noise and touches the deepest parts of my heart.